Hey everyone, ever felt like you're one step away from catching a message from the universe, but can't quite hear it clearly? Maybe your energy is feeling off, or you're sensing something big shifting in your life, but can't pin it down. If you're restless, like something important is about to reveal itself, this video was meant to find you. Today is not just a card reading. It's a deep dive into a strong intuition that hit me during my morning meditation. It was one of those rare moments where the message came through crystal clear before I even turned on the camera. And I know it's got something special for you and this amazing collective. We're going to weave this energetic message with the cards in real time, in a fluid, aligned vibe that's super connected to the changes you might be experiencing. By the end, you could walk away with clearer insight into what's going on in your energy field. You'll see that the signs you're noticing aren't random. They're part of a spiritual message meant for you. This reading might not only make sense, but unlock something waiting for your attention, giving you the strength to realign, let go, or take the next step. If you're down to co-create in this space and tune into this message, subscribe to the channel. When you do, I can tap into your vibe even better for future readings. And hey, thanks for being here. Let's dive into this message together and jump into the reading. The first point is a masculine awakening, a shift from ego to emotions. The first card that came up was the Gate of Valor, upright, vibrating strongly in the heart chakra. It's screaming about a change happening in the masculine. He's having a powerful realization about how he sees you, divine feminine. Something's waking up in his heart, and he's seeing you with new eyes, not just with sight, but with his soul. You're no longer just a person to him. You're a mirror, a guide, a deep emotional truth. Even if he can't find the words to say it, the emotional waves inside him are undeniable. He's kind of lost, flooded with an emotional intensity he's not used to facing. And you, divine feminine, with your sharp intuition, probably already sensed this without him saying a word. You've picked up on energies shifting, felt the call. Deep down, you know he's going through something big. But here's more. His biggest inner struggle is in the sacral chakra, the place of desire, intimacy, and creativity. The Thinking Man card showed up, bringing ego into the mix. Now, his ego's clashing with everything the sacral represents. Opening up feels dangerous. Intimacy feels risky. Transparency feels like exposure. Picture him thinking, I can't hide from you, divine feminine, and that scares me. But worse, I can't hide from myself anymore. This isn't just emotional turbulence. It's a spiritual transformation unfolding. And it was you who lit that spark. Your light, your authenticity, your unshakable presence are making him drop the masks and defenses he used to wear. He's waking up not just to who you are, but to who he really is. Drop in the comments. Are you feeling the shift in your masculine's energy? Right. He can't hide from me anymore to claim this awakening vibe. Like the video if it's resonating. It helps this message reach more people. The second point is recognizing the true value of the divine feminine. When I asked the universe to show how the masculine sees you now, divine feminine, the victory card came up upright. A clear sign that an inner transformation is happening. Even if it's not visible on the surface, a spiritual shift is going down behind the scenes. Something big is changing in his energy field, even if it's under the radar. What triggered it? The solar plexus chakra card, reversed, gives a clue. It all started with a significant loss, maybe a job, a relationship, or even the identity he held tightly in the physical world. That loss, as painful as it was, cracked the illusion of control and let him see a deeper truth. It made him question who he is, showing how fragile his confidence was built on external things. This loss wasn't just a stumble. It was a gateway to greater awareness. The anxiety card, upright, shows he's in a phase of uncertainty and restlessness. He's lost, disoriented, especially when he thinks about his connection with you, divine feminine. What seemed under control is now out of reach. Everything shifted fast, from a stuck state to something unpredictable. But the truth is, the control he thought he had never existed. It was just an ego facade to shield him from vulnerability. Now, that facade is crumbling, and he's starting to see you for real, not through fear or power games, but with respect, reverence, and awakening. He's recognizing your value, not just as a partner, but as a divine mirror reflecting the parts of him he was scared to face. The third point is a call from the universe, the masculine's moment of truth. This phase of his journey is a major spiritual wake-up call. With everything going on, the masculine is realizing how much he ignored his inner voice. The Gate of Spirit card, reversed, shows he spent time turning his back on spiritual truths trying to speak to him. But now, the universe isn't whispering anymore. It's shouting loud and clear. The Angel of Love card, also reversed, reinforces that he's facing the fact that he blocked the pure love he always wanted. He's understanding that the love he seeks isn't something to chase or control. It's something to accept and let flow. And painfully, he's seeing that he pushed away the love he wanted most. I just want to be truly loved, he admits, in a truth that echoes in his heart. Deep down, he's figuring out why he resisted so much. For many masculines, childhood wasn't about full acceptance, but about love loaded with conditions and expectations that shaped him to guard his heart, to doubt if he was worthy of love just for being himself. These realizations are hitting fast, almost overwhelming, bringing clarity about himself, about love, and especially about you, divine feminine. He's seeing how he projected old wounds onto the sacred connection, repeating cycles that weren't his. But there's hope. This awakening, as painful as it is the start of his healing. The fourth point is the divine feminine's energetic shift, a call to freedom. Something strong pulled me to record this reading earlier than planned. It wasn't just intuition. It was a wave of energetic messages for the divine feminine. This message is deeply tied to your current transformation. While it might resonate with awakened masculines, the heart of it is for you, divine feminine. Lately, many of you are picking up subtle but persistent signs in dreams, meditations, synchronicities, even in emotions or conversations that feel significant. Whether you're aware or not, your guides in the universe are speaking loudly. The structure of time, your soul connections, and the rhythm of your journey are shifting. And this shift isn't just about love. It touches everything. Friendships, soul contracts, your own identity. One word keeps coming up: unbound. It's not just a feeling. It's a vibrational truth. You're being freed from people, timelines, patterns, and versions of yourself that no longer match your highest self. What held you back, old hopes, stagnant bonds, karmic cycles, is releasing. You're not losing your way. Divine feminine, you're being untied from what kept you spinning in circles. It's a spiritual liberation that can feel thrilling and confusing. The universe is lifting your anchors so you can rise. Trust the process, even if it feels new. You're not adrift. You're becoming free to soar. The fifth point is understanding timeline shifts, the impact of rapid evolution. Many of you don't even realize it, but you broke free from certain timelines years ago, probably when you started awakening spiritually. For about 60 to 70% of you, that awakening came with an intense encounter with your twin flame in the physical world. That moment wasn't just an event. It was a spiritual spark, a catalyst that put you on a path of accelerated growth. Before that, your life followed a straighter line, anchored in one trajectory, surrounded by various possibilities. These timelines are like parallel dimensions, waiting for your choices and frequency to activate them. When an intuitive does a reading, they tune into one of these lines, the one most aligned with your energy at the time. But here's the thing. Sometimes these readings feel confusing, even contradictory. Why? It's not that they're wrong. It's that your energy is shifting so fast that by the time a reader taps into you, you've already jumped to another line. That's the vibe of spiritual acceleration. As you heal and grow, your vibration rises and the available timelines shift. What was a likely future might not hold true days later. Your transformation is so powerful that you're not tied to a fixed destiny. You're co-creating your future every moment, just by staying aligned with your highest truth. If you're feeling lost with changes or predictions that don't match, know this. It's a sign of your spiritual strength, not instability. You're moving beyond a single timeline and stepping into a multidimensional flow. The sixth point is the role of twin flames across timelines, a soul resonance beyond time. One of the most incredible things about the twin flame journey is that it transcends not just space, but time. Your twin flame isn't just someone who gets you or stirs you up. They're your soul's mirror, sharing the same core frequency. This connection acts like a spiritual anchor, ensuring that no matter how timelines shift or physical distance separates you, your souls stay in tune. That's why the bond feels more intense, more magnetic, after a spiritual awakening. As your consciousness expands and your frequency rises, the connection with your twin flame grows stronger. It doesn't matter if you're in the same place or on opposite sides of the world. It deepens because your soul starts remembering the other. This memory pulls you together, timeline after timeline, echoing across lives and dimensions. Something similar, but softer, happens with soulmates who have a close but not identical frequency. They walk with you through multiple lives, supporting, teaching, fulfilling soul contracts. Whether twin flame or soulmate, these bonds don't vanish when your path shifts. They evolve with you, flowing across timelines. That's why some connections feel eternal, like they're part of your essence. They're not coincidences. They're part of your soul's plan, threads of love weaving through your lives, no matter how reality bends. Drop in the comments. Have you felt this vibe of breaking free from timelines or connections that seem eternal? Right, I'm aligned with my highest timeline to anchor this energy. The 7th point is midlife crisis versus conscious awakening. A deeper look at timeline shifts. For most people living a more conventional life, timeline shifts are rare, happening only 2 or 3 times, usually during crises like the classic midlife crisis. In those moments, they question their purpose, relationships, and life's direction. It's a reckoning that can lead to transformation or collapse, depending on how it's faced. But for those on a conscious spiritual path, it's different. Timeline shifts aren't just moments, they're constant. You're always realigning, raising your frequency, expanding your consciousness. These aren't random changes. They're spiritual adjustments reflecting your inner growth. Unlike the few big shifts in a typical life, you're making quantum leaps in your soul's evolution, compressing what would take multiple lifetimes into one. This accelerated path brings incredible growth, but also challenges. As your vibration rises, your energy clashes with people, places, and situations that once fit you. Your human side, craving connection and familiarity, might resist these changes. We cling to relationships, identities, or timelines that no longer serve us. Letting go can feel like loss, but it's a rebirth. The 8th point is challenges in love and karmic attachments, navigating romance after awakening. If you've tried dating after experiencing a deep connection, like one tied to spiritual awakening, you might have felt an emptiness. Even when everything seemed right, you meet someone, there's a spark, maybe even strong chemistry, but out of nowhere, you feel distant, disconnected. It's not sabotage, and it's not that the connection isn't real. It's that you've shifted timelines, but the other person hasn't. This is common for those who've gone through a big transformation. You're no longer in the vibe of conventional attraction or typical relationship dynamics. You've evolved. Even so, karmic connections show up in this phase, intense bonds tied to old patterns or lessons needing closure. These bonds can feel magnetic, but are anchored to a version of you your soul is leaving behind. Trying to hold on to a connection with someone who's not on your new frequency creates friction. You might feel like you're dimming yourself to keep the bond, questioning your path, or blaming yourself for wanting more. It's not about the person being good or bad. It's about whether they can walk with you in the next chapter. Karmic attachments teach a tough but freeing lesson. Sometimes, your soul's expansion comes before emotional comfort. Awakening shakes up loves, old friendships, social circles. You're rising, and not everyone is meant to rise with you. The 9th point is blooming in chaos. The divine feminine's evolution beyond time. The divine feminine's journey isn't a straight line. It's multidimensional, always shifting, tuned to the rhythms of the soul. The moon goddess and flourishing abundance cards reveal a powerful truth. You're not just transforming. You're leaping timelines, stepping into higher versions of yourself, guided by intuition, spiritual messages, and an inner knowing that transcends the physical world. This evolution brings beauty, expansion, and alignment, but it comes at a cost. You might feel an emptiness when trying to form new relationships in the physical world. people who once vibed with you no longer resonate. Potential partners can't meet you where you are. It's not that you're too much or distant. It's that your soul is seeking those who can travel with you through time and space. Shallow connections don't cut it anymore. You crave depth, energetic alignment, cosmic memory. Amid this transformation, a strong message is coming through. There's a divine masculine or elevated soulmate traveling these timelines with you. For some, this presence is subtle, felt in dreams, synchronicities, waves of emotion, or certainty that they're with you, even from afar. For others, it's a direct connection, a relationship that, despite complications, defies time and logic. Even in the chaos, your connection blooms. Drop in the comments. Have you felt this emptiness in physical connections or a presence traveling with you? Right. I'm blooming in every timeline to affirm your evolution. The 10th point is a connection rising from the ashes, a sacred reunion in motion. Something beautiful is forming, an energetic rebirth many of you have been waiting for. The Magician in the Mirror and Appreciation cards, both upright, aren't here by chance. They carry the vibe of twin flame energy, signaling that this connection, once weighed down by confusion and stagnation, is returning to balance. A harmony is being restored, not just between two souls, but within each one. It's the energy of reunion, not necessarily physical, but energetic, spiritual, felt across dimensions. There was a time, divine feminine, when this connection felt like too much, heavy, confusing, painful. Maybe you got stuck in a cycle, questioning your worth, the path, or if this love would ever be returned. But that cycle is breaking. The broken heart card, reversed, is a clear sign from the universe. The worst is behind you. The wounds that bled longing and disappointment are healing. The pain is softening. The chaos is calming. Why now? Because you did something incredible. You embraced your divine feminine essence, reclaimed your light, stopped chasing, and chose yourself. Your healing, your courage to live your truth, transformed the entire dynamic. You became the magnet, the mirror, the magic, and it's making this connection rise from the ashes into the pure potential of what it can be. The 11th point is a final message, a sacred phoenix heart, a rebirth through the fire of love. To close this reading, the universe brings a profound message with the sacred phoenix heart card from the Rumi Oracle. Mystical, eternal, full of divine poetry, it echoes the cycles of death and rebirth many of you are living. It speaks of resurrection, of a love or dream that seemed lost but is now coming back to life. Rumi whispers, beneath the veil of blood, love hides many rose gardens. With total faith, love guides every lover to the garden of the heart. Love says, there is a way and I've walked it many times. These words aren't just poetry. They're a map for your soul. A reminder that no matter how dark or painful reality seems, love knows the way. Closed doors aren't punishment, they're protection. Pain is a divine sculptor shaping you for your highest alignment. Let go of the timelines that are falling away. What's yours doesn't vanish. It returns in a higher form. You're not being punished, you're being prepared. The chaos isn't the end, it's the start of something sacred. Trust the rebirth, surrender to what you're becoming. Let your phoenix heart rise. To wrap up, I want to thank you for being here, holding space for these messages. If something in this energy spoke to your soul, bringing clarity, comfort, or a deeper knowing, I invite you to reflect and share in the comments. Which line from this video hit you the hardest? Drop it below. Your words might be what someone needs to see today. Like and share this video with anyone vibing on the same wavelength. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button. Your presence helps me tune into your energy and strengthens this beautiful collective we're building. I'm sending you light, love, and a reminder, your journey is sacred. See you in the next reading. Until then, stay open, stay grounded, and listen to your heart's voice.